Hey, what's up today? Today we're going to talk about the format that I use to set my goals. And maybe we can do a live if you're interested in that. Put live down in the comments. We can do a live together sharing our goals at the beginning of January, maybe in about a week. I think that'll be great, and it will be part of what I'm going to be talking about, being accountable, and many other things. So my name is Marion, Attire and Beyond. I do sell on Poshmark and on Mercari. I'm going to say that because I had a couple of sales over the last couple of weeks. And I also send into the Real. So today what I want to talk about is setting goals. Setting goals because the new year's coming up. I'm not saying set resolutions, goals. Short term, medium term, long term. You just want to set goals and check yourself throughout the year. So I have my pad here because I did a lot of writing because I wanted to make sure that I covered everything because it's really important. The first thing is goal setting. So you want to set a goal that you believe you can achieve. It could be more than, that's okay. Many people do that to make more, but you want to make sure it's specific. So here's just an example. You want to be specific of the percentage or the amount of money that you want to make more in the future. If that's what you're putting in there, maybe the amount of clothing items, whatever you are going to sell each day, but how many more are you going to add to what you already sell? And I will explain this. So if I say I want to grow by 10 more listings a day for 5 days a week until the end of the year, meaning next year, that's specific. If I say I want to grow by $100 a week for 6 months, if I say I want to make $200,000 a year by the end of next year, those are all specific. So that's fantastic. And I always tell this funny story when I'm talking about specific and goals. So a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, when she was looking for a husband, or I should say when she was in between, relationships, she was like, Mariam, all I want, and this is funny because it's materialistic, but that's okay. But when you're not specific, so I want someone who's rich, who has a boat, and has a good personality. That's all I want. Rich, a boat, and a good personality. I said, okay, you should really be more specific. And she said, that's it. That's all I want. I said, okay. So, her, now hubby for God knows how many years, over 20, I think, her hubby, when she met him, had a boat. She was so happy about that, right? Her hubby, who was a boyfriend at the time, had a great personality. He's really a pisser. And his name's Rich. You see that? His name is Rich because she wasn't specific. She didn't put in a money amount or whatever. So she got rich. There she is. And they're happy. So, but be specific. All right. So when you're being specific, you want to be clear of what it is you want. So you want to picture yourself in a year from now. You want to, you want to be clear. I always say, if you don't have a bullseye, that's my dog Crescent. If you don't have a bullseye, you cannot shoot that bow and arrow. My father loved bow and arrow, so I love that analogy. I got things hanging all over the place here. Oops, excuse me. You cannot shoot that arrow into that bullseye unless it's there, right? So if you don't have goals that are specific and that you're clear on, it's going to be hard to build your business or anything in life, even if it's goals. This doesn't just have to be for business. It could be for relationships. There are so many different parts of your life that you can set goals for, and we can go over that. So you want to have a game plan. So design it in your head. So I want my business here. I'm just going to say this, and I didn't even put this down anywhere. But I want to grow my business by listing 15 extra items per day, which will mean I'll have to take the pictures, blah, blah, blah. And I want to, I can't even say buy, because that's it, 15 extra items a day. I can then change it, and maybe if I'm comfortable with 15, when I check myself in a month, 3 months, say, hey, maybe I could do one more a day. Just set your goals now. You can always change them and make them bigger. You can always change them and make them smaller. But at least you have something to be accountable to. And that's that piece of paper. So if you are going by money right now with your business, how much do you want to have by next year? It could be the gross, it could be the net, but put that down on paper. If you haven't gone and gotten a paper and pen yet, or pencil, please go do so and pause this. Just kidding. Okay, so that's your wealth, right? How about your health? What if you need to improve upon that? What are you going to do to eat better? What are you going to do to feel better? Are you going to move more? Do you have a specific weight in mind? So if I was setting something like this, what am I going to do? I'm not going to just say I'm going to eat better. And I'm not going to just say I'm going to move more. I would say, okay, I'm going to substitute. And this is just me. You don't have to substitute anything. But I'm just going to substitute those pretzels that I have in the middle of the day with my cauliflower pretzels. I know you're like that, but believe me, if you don't eat pretzels when you're eating them, they're good. If you want to move more, to be more specific and clear, you're going to say, I want to do 5 minutes extra of exercise a day until February, and then reevaluate or whatever. If you want to lose a specific amount of weight, then you'll put in the pounds. I want to be blah, blah by blah, blah. In your relationships, and I know this is just supposed to be about business, but I have to put this in so that you can get more out of it. More time. Let's say you want to spend more time with your hubby. That's what I wrote. But now I'll be specific about it. I want to be able to sit with my husband an extra hour a night whenever we're able to for the rest of the year. That's easy, right? Learning. So for me, my learning goals, I want to learn more about Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. But then I'm going to be more specific. I'm not sure of my specifics yet, but I will be within a couple of days. And by the way, this is December Daily number what? 30? I think so. Alexa, what day is it?
It's Thursday, December 29th.
Number 29. I'm always a day ahead. Why is that? All right, so then I'll be more specific. I want to put up 2 reels a week on Instagram until February, and then reevaluate, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to have any reevaluates. I just do because I want to be able to do more and more. But for me, I don't want to make it big because it doesn't always work for me. So maybe you want to set goals in your spiritual, your career and business, like I just said, and maybe contributions. What are you going to do to give donations or whatever it is for you? So you want to have that game plan, right? You'll work, let me see what, you're going to work on your mindset maybe. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to listen to more things every day than I do, but I will figure out what I am watching, listening to now, and make it so that it's just a certain amount, that I don't just listen or whatever to things all day, because I also want to have a work-life balance in 2023, but I will be more specific about that. So I also, so my milestones that I want to set will be most likely for me monthly, every 3 months, so quarterly, 6 months, 9 months. So in my notes, I'll put down my tasks that I want to do to get to these goals. Find someone that you know knows what you are interested in learning, like a mentor, but on YouTube, and binge watch. Listen, but set your times that you can binge watch and listen. Just make sure that, you review what you're doing every quarter or so to make sure that you are staying on track. And reward yourself. So if you did 10 extra listings a day, every day, 5 days a week for the month, reward yourself. Whether it's with a coffee, whether it's with an ice cream, whether it's with cookies, and it doesn't have to be food. Rather, if it's with I'm talking like my mother now, like food is it, and that's not it. Whether it is, I don't know, a spa visit, fruits, whatever. Just reward yourself with whatever makes you happy. Maybe it's painting a picture. Maybe it's going and seeing a family member, whatever. Now, you want to make sure that you also have the right tools, right? So, and I'm not talking about things. I'm talking about, well, I kind of am, but I'm not talking about the tools to run your whole business. I'm talking about tools like a calendar, so that you can make sure that you set things up ahead of time if possible, and you have all your goals on there, maybe in a different color pen. That's what I do. So you definitely want to have that, because you want to keep a couple of days free for yourself. And I'm saying this because this is what I've done in the past that works totally. So you want to keep a couple of days free for yourself, maybe one. That's up to you. That is all up to you. Maybe you just want from 5 on at night, but you work 7 days a week. That's up to you. It is good to take days off, though. So my favorite thing that I want to talk about is vision boards. Do you have a vision board? I was a certified vision board coach for years, and I still make vision boards and love them. So if you're interested in hearing more about vision boards, I could even do a live and we could do it together. Let me know. Put vision board down in the comments, because I would love to do that. I would tell you everything that you needed, which is not expensive. You probably have everything in your home already, and we could have fun for the new year. So the other tools, I'm sorry, I'm just reading because I want to make sure I have this in a good order, is maybe you want to find something online that will help you keep your appointments better, so that people have to make appointments with you and you're not wasting your time. You have in there when you can see them. Otherwise, people can pop up all the time. Of course, you have family members and friends, whatever, but I'm talking business. So if you're busy during the day, people can set in your calendar to meet with you, whether it's online or in person, a time that you have available. I think that's very, very important. So my number one thing in my goals is to have someone that I tell about them, so that I'm accountable. So once I get them written down, I'm happy to share it all with you. If you want to go on a live and we'll share them with each other, you don't have to share yours. You can just come on and see. I still have to figure out this year to next year and the changes that I want to make, so that we can see the growth together. I'm setting clear goals. I'm making a schedule. I have a schedule now, but I'm going to make the schedule a little bit less time each thing to see if I can do that many listings in that amount of time. Because from everything that I've done in the past, you can always save time somewhere. I save so much time than I used to last year. Well, I want to save more time now. So now that I know things better and I'm a little bit more knowledgeable, I think I could save time. So I'm going to, and like I said, we talked about decluttering. I definitely know when my space is decluttered, my mind is decluttered. So it's a different environment for me. Now, my space only got cluttered again. I did that video because I haven't been feeling well at all. So I want to save my energy for things like this rather than moving things. So, but remove that because it's distractions, it's tolerations. Like I said, you're tolerating it. Move that and all your goals will go smoother. And do yourself a favor. And I'm getting better and better at this. This is my best year already with it. Community. Once I learned that there is a community for resellers, and I mean many communities, I was in my glory. I'm on a Patreon group now where, people get to share things, and it's just totally different when you have a community. Get supportive people who are maybe doing the same things as you are. Don't get people who aren't supportive. Just don't share. Share when you get to where you want to be, maybe. You don't have to share everything with everybody. Now, this is a biggie, okay? And I definitely do this. But I'll even get better at it because once in a while I sway away. Do your job even if you don't feel like it. There are all things that I'm sure we do not like to do, okay? So let me go through it in my head. I don't mind taking pictures, but I don't love it, right? I don't mind listening, but I don't love it. I love thrifting, right? So you have to do your job even if you don't feel like it. And once you get your things in order, like your hours, time yourself, and your specific goals, that'll make all that easy. I swear it will. Let's see. So I also wanted to talk about, you don't have to just talk about doing more. You could talk about doing less. So if you're working 45 hours a week now on your reselling business, maybe you want to cut it back to 30 or 40. Go slow. You can start with 40. You want to make sure that you do take care of yourself every day. Just don't be glued to your business. Take a walk if you have to. Even if you're an introvert, you like staying inside. I know a lot of resellers are. Take a walk. Do something. Now, I'm not saying don't stay within your times, but give yourself time in between, maybe an hour here, an hour there. Give yourself a couple of hours. Like anyone would say, make sure you get good sleep. I know we don't all get good sleep. I know. But it does help. And also make sure you don't forget about your family and friends because they're really important as long as they're nice to you. You're nice family and friends. You like that? So what I am going to do is I do want to have, I'm just looking to make sure I didn't miss anything. I do want to have a live with you guys. I also want to say, you may want to delete some things from your life. And I mean on your phone or wherever. Are you doing all your business from your phone? Here's the problem. Because when I hear this, I can't do it all from my phone. So whatever it is you can do, the experts, and I have done this and it has worked for me. We're told to delete not YouTube, but Instagram, this, that. But that's how I work all day, so I can't. But if there is anything that you can, just to see if it makes things better, do it. I know I had to, when I had my another business, I had to delete Facebook from my phone because I'll get on a journey on there. I want to see everybody's life in the last week. So if there's anything that's disruptive to you and you can do it, get rid of it. And that is really the last thing. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and let's do a live together. Let me know if you're interested in that, because I really would love to do that. We can set our goals together, or I can put out a format, literally a format, not just in words, right before. And you can then bring that with you, and that'll be fun. And if you're interested in those vision board, we'll do a little workshop for free. It's fun. I love it. I think you'll love it. If you love setting goals and achieving them, or if you just want to start doing that, I think you'll love it, because they really do make your dreams come true. It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I'll do possibly my next video on that so that I can explain vision boards if you're interested. So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, but be sure to subscribe. I looked at my analytics. 94% people aren't subscribed that watch my videos. You know how many are? 5.6 and 95 point and whatever. The rest is 95.4 or whatever. Not subscribed. So help a girl out. Subscribe if you're interested, if you want to see more videos like this. If there's anything that you do want to see, let me know, because I want to make the videos. I love doing this. My dad was a photographer, and I guess he made a ham out of me. So I enjoy sharing my experiences with you. So I am open. If I know what you want me to share with you, I will share my knowledge. If I don't, I'll either lead you in the right directions or research it for you. So let me know if there's anything. Say hi, and I appreciate you. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're someone who watches all the time. And thank you for making it to the end of this.